Today we're going to make this easy groundhog puppet craft. Now you can make this in different sizes. Here you can see I've made this smaller puppet using a smaller lunch bag. And today I'm actually going to use a regular size brown paper lunch bag to make a little bit of a larger puppet. So to get started, I'm going to use my large lunch bag, a black marker crayon or pencil crayon. You're going to need a pencil, scissors, some glue, and here I have some black paper, some brown paper, and some white paper. If you don't have those colors, that's okay. Grab what you do have and let's get started. The first thing I want to do is take my brown piece of paper. So this is going to be the face of my groundhog. I just want to make sure that I have enough to go over top of my brown paper bag. So I'm going to fold it in half. Just put it right over top of my brown paper bag, just to make sure that I have enough space. So it's going to go over here and I want to make sure it's big enough. So mine looks like it's big enough. I'm going to take my pencil on the fold. So I folded it in half right on the fold line. I'm going to go up, curve around, and come all the way down to a tip. So I'm making half a heart. So with my pencil, I just traced half a heart. So I went up, I curved around and came down. Then I'm going to take my pencil and on that same piece of paper, I'm going to draw a straight line down, jump over, draw another straight line down, then curve around and join those two lines. So I went down, down on the other side and curved and joined those two lines. Now I still have room on that piece of paper, so I'm just going to turn it over and I'm going to draw a big curved line, like half a circle. So up and curve around. So that is my ear. Then before that, we drew our arms, and before that was our head. Once we have all of those, we're going to cut those out. Now, because we folded our piece of paper, when we cut, we are going to end up with two of everything except for the head. We're going to end up with half a heart for the head, but when we open it, it will be the full heart. So just make sure that is what you end up with. And if you don't, that's okay. Pause the video, go back and try again. So here I have my heart. I'm going to turn it over. So the tip of my heart goes at the top and the two bumps go at the bottom just to make sure that it fits. And then I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to take my black piece of paper, I'm going to fold it in half, and I am going to take those half circles, so those are going to be our ears, and I'm going to trace them. I'm going to use a white crayon just so that you can see, but you can use your pencil. So I'm going to trace over top of one of those half circles, that ear. Then I'm going to just draw a line right on the inside because I just want to make it a little bit smaller. This is going to be the black piece that goes inside the ear. So I'm going to cut right on that inside line that I created. Now because I folded my paper in half, I should end up with two. I'm going to take those and I'm going to glue them right inside my other half circles. They should all be same shape and same size because we folded it in half. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to find that tip of my heart and glue those right on the side of each of those, one side of each of the tips. So one on the left, one on the right, and those are my ears. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure my paper bag has that open part, and I'm going to glue my head right on top. So you want the open part of your paper bag so that it is on the right side, and then you just glue it right over top. There we go. That same black piece of paper, we are going to draw a small circle. Now this small circle is going to be my eyeballs. So once you draw that, you're going to cut it out. I used a white crayon, but you can use a pencil. Then what I want to do is take my white piece of paper and fold that in half. And once I fold that in half, I want to just place one of those black circles on that white piece of paper. I'm putting it near the bottom. I'm grabbing my pencil, and I just want it so that I can make sure the size of the eye that goes around it is proper. So I'm going to start at the bottom where it's a straight edge. I'm going to go and leave a little space, but go up, 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 just curve around that circle and all the way down. So there's just a little bit of space around the circle. Once I have that, I'm going to cut it out. If that seems a little bit complicated, you can just draw a large oval. As long as it's bigger than your black circle, then you're okay. So if this is a bit tricky, just draw a large oval. You need two of them because we folded our paper in half. You'll already have two. Then I'm going to take that same piece of paper and I just want a rectangle. These are going to be the teeth. So I'm just going to cut out a rectangle. We can trim it later if it doesn't work. Then I'm going to take those circles that I created in black and put them right in the middle of our white shape that we created for the eye. There we go, just placing it in the middle. And these are going to be my eyes, so I'm going to glue those on. Yeah, okay, looking great. Here we go. Remember that rectangle? I'm just going to make my little groundhog's teeth. So I'm just lifting up the bottom of my heart and just slipping it under to the length that I want. Then I'm taking my pencil and drawing a line right down the middle. I'm going to take my black marker. I'm just going to put black paper under here so it doesn't go through and draw a line right down the middle. You can make your teeth bigger or smaller, you decide. Now we're going to use that black piece of paper and I'm just going to trim it because I don't need all of this. So I just need a small piece. I'm going to trim this off. We're going to draw the nose. To do that, I want to draw an oval shape. So I'm going to use my white crayon so that you can see, and I'm just drawing an oval nose. You can use your pencil. Once you have drawn your oval nose, you can cut it out. It'd be really cute if you also wanted to use a heart as a nose because we used a heart as the head. If you use a heart as the nose, that would also work. Then I'm going to take that black piece of paper and I'm just going to cut some thin strips. So these will be the whiskers. I am going to cut 2 that are fairly long. You can cut as many as you would like. You can make them longer, you can make them shorter. But I'm going to take my whiskers and I want to first start by taking a little bit of glue and putting it in the middle. So before I do that, let me just make sure I show you. This is what they're going to look like. We're going to place them right on top. So to do that, I want to take a little bit of glue, put it right in the middle of one of my strips, put it on the other strip in a diagonal direction. So they're kind of crisscross, I guess. Then I'm going to put some glue on that nose and put it right on top of those whiskers, put some glue behind, and glue my whiskers and my nose in place. Looking fantastic. Okay, now my black marker crayon or pencil crayon, I'm going to use that to draw 3 little circles and then an oval underneath. Now you'll see I'm putting a black piece of paper underneath so that my marker doesn't go through the paper onto my workspace. And there we go, we're finishing off my second little arm. And then we are going to glue those on. So I put a little bit of glue and then I am going to slip those behind that bag. So just in right behind. And our puppet is almost done. Last thing I want to do is grab my marker, or you can use your black crayon or pencil crayon, and just draw tiny little curved lines right over top of those eyes to finish it off. And you can stick your hand right inside and it is your puppet. You can see I have a big one and a small one. You can make them in any shapes and sizes. I hope you had fun. Thanks for joining me on Craft Club for Kids. Remember, be creative and have fun.